Hello students, Jai Sri Swaminarayan. In previous video, we learned up to the question number 6. So now in this video, we just start question number 7. Okay, so let's start it. Question number 7. First of all, read this question. It is given that in group of 3 students, the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.992. What is the probability that the 2 students have the same birthday? Okay, the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.992. What is the probability that the 2 students have the same birthday? First of all, here we just need to write event E. Event E, it means students having same birthday. Okay, here we give the event E, it is students having the same birthday, and this probability is already given to you. So probability of event E, that means probability of students having same birthday is 0.992. Okay, we need to find the probability of student not having the same birthday. That means PE bar. Otherwise we can write like this, P not E. Okay, E, it means student having same birthday. So opposite event, that means E bar. Not E, it means student not having same birthday, that we need to find here. Okay, here event E is student having same birthday, so opposite event E bar is equals to student not having the same birthday. And we already learned one formula in our theory part for this type of questions, right? And that formula is probability of event E plus PE bar is equals to 1. Right? Now PE we know, and we need to find probability of E bar. So that we can directly find from here. Now put the value of probability of event E, it is 0.992. Right? Plus probability of E bar is equals to 1. Now for finding out the probability of E bar, we need to transfer is 0.992 to the right hand side. Here we have 1. If we transfer this plus 0.992 to the right hand side, it becomes minus 0.992. Right? And the answer of this 1 minus 0.992, it is 0.008. If you subtract 0.992 from 1, you will get the answer 0.008. Okay, so this is your final answer for this question. That means probability of student not having the same birthday is 0.008. Okay, after that, question number 8. Again, first of all, read the question. A bag contains 3 red balls and 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at random from the bag. What is the probability that the ball drawn is red or not red? Okay, so first of all, we need to write the details. Here 3 red balls, 5 black balls. So total how many balls we have? 5 plus 3, 8, right? Total balls. And here we need to find the probability of E and probability of E bar. And here our E, it is drawing of red balls, right? Because here we need to find the probability for red balls. So event E a ball drawn is a red ball. Okay. Now from here we need to find these two answers. Okay, probability of event E and probability of event not E, otherwise E bar. That means red ball, otherwise not red ball. Okay. Here total we have 3 red balls, 5 black balls. So total number of balls is equal to 8. First of all, we need to find the probability of event E. And what is the formula of PE? It is favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes. Now favorable outcomes and total outcomes. Total outcomes, that means total possibility. Here total how many balls we have? 8. It becomes our total outcomes. Total 8 ball we have. So total 8 possibilities are there. So total outcomes it is 8. Okay. We need to select one ball and it is of red ball. We need to find the probability for the red ball. Right? One ball is drawn and it is of red ball. We need to find the probability of that event. So what is the favorable outcomes for us? For favorable outcomes, here we need to find the probability of red ball. So just find out how many red balls you have. Here we have 3 red balls. So it becomes our favorable outcomes. Because here we need to find the probability for the red balls. Right? If we select one ball from these 3 balls, so definitely it is red ball. Right? It becomes our favorable outcomes. Favorable outcomes, that means in favor with the event. Okay? In favor with the event, here we need to find the probability for red ball. So for favorable outcomes, we need to check number of red balls. Here we have 3 red balls, so our favorable outcomes is 3. So 3 by 8, it is our answer for the red ball. Okay. Now for second question, not red. That is PE bar. We can directly find the value of PE bar 1 minus PE. 1 minus PE. That means if you transfer this PE to the right hand side, it becomes 1 minus PE. So directly we can find the probability of not red. Not red, that means E bar. So you need to transfer this PE to the right hand side. So 1 minus PE. Here we have 2 ways. This is the first way to find out the answer. Okay. Now 1 minus. Now P of E, that we already know, 3 by 8. Right? 3 by 8 we need to put here. Now we need to take the LCM. 8 ones are 8 minus 3. 5 divided by 8. Okay? 8 ones are 8 minus 3, 5 divided by 8. This is our second answer. Okay? Now second way. Second way, that means directly we can also think here. Again, favorable outcomes and total outcomes. Total outcomes it is fixed because total we have 8 balls. Right? So in denominator we need to write 8. Total outcomes, total number of balls 8. Now we need to find the probability for not red. Here we have red balls and black balls. Right? If you want to find the probability for not red, so definitely it is black ball. Right? If our ball is not red, then definitely it is of black ball. Alternately, we need to find the probability for black balls. Right? Probability of not red and probability of black balls both are same. Because not red it means black ball, right? So how many black balls we have? 5. So directly just put the favorable outcomes 5. So you will get the answer 5 by 8. Right? So you can use both this way. Okay? After that, question number 9. First of all, read the question. A box contains 5 red marbles, 8 white marbles, 4 green marbles. One marble is taken out of the box at random. What is the probability that the marble taken out will be red, white, not green? So total 3 internal questions we have here. First of all, just write down the details here. So here we have 5 red marbles, 8 white marbles, and 4 green marbles. So total how many marbles we have here? 5 red marbles, 8 white marbles, 4 green marbles. So total how many marbles we have here? 5 plus 8, 13 plus 4, 17. Okay, total number of marbles is equal to 17. Add these 3 things, 3 numbers, 8 plus 5, 13 plus 4, 17. So total 17 marbles we have here. Okay, now first of all we need to find the probability for red balls, right? So first question is for red balls. Now probability for this event, we just give them A to this event. So probability of event A it means select a red ball. Okay, now here we need to think about the 2 things, favorable outcomes and total number of outcomes. Here our total number of outcomes, it means total marbles, that we have 17, right? Total number of outcomes, it means total marbles, that we have here 17. Now for favorable outcomes, we need to find the probability for red ball. So how many red balls we have here? Red marbles we have here. Sorry, here not a red ball but a red marble, right? So how many red marbles we have here? It is 5. So here we need to write 5. Okay, so our answer is 5 by 17. Total outcomes, that means total marbles 17. Favorable outcomes for red marble. So total number of red marbles is 5. So 5 by 17. This is our answer. Okay. And second probability, that we need to find for the white marbles. Okay, white marble. So here probability of event B. Event B, it means select a white marble. Again we need to think about the 2 things, total outcomes and favorable outcomes. So here for total outcomes, that means total number of marbles, again it remains as it is 17. Right? Total outcomes, it is same for all this question. Here 17, here even total number of marbles, it is 17. Now favorable outcomes, white marble. So total how many white marbles we have here? Total how many white marbles we have here? 8 white marbles we have here. So 8 by 17. So this 8 becomes our favorable outcomes. So probability for white marbles is equal to 8 by 17. Okay. Then third question, not green. We need to find the probability for not green. Here even we have 2 ways. First of all, we can find the probability for green marble. After that we can find PE bar. Okay, otherwise directly even we can find it. Okay, number of marbles other than green is equal to, now other than green, that means white and red. So now we need to add this 5 and 8. So 5 plus 8, 13. Okay, number of marbles other than green, not green, it means other than green. So just we need to consider this red and white, we do not need to consider this green. So 5 plus 8, 13. Right, so number of marbles other than green is equal to 5 plus 8, 13. It means red and white marbles. Now we need to find the probability. So we give event C here. So probability of event C. Again, favorable outcomes and total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes, it remains same, 17 total marbles. Now for the favorable outcomes, we need to find the probability for not green. So how many marbles we have other than green? That means not green. Okay, how many marbles we have which is other than green? That we have 13. So this 13 becomes favorable outcomes. So here 13 by 17. Okay, this 13 becomes our favorable outcomes. So 13 by 17, this is our final answer. Okay, it means very common thing in denominator, total number of outcomes, that means total number of marbles. If we have balls, so total number of balls, that means alternately total possibility. Okay, and in numerator we need to just write the favorable outcomes. Okay, and if any simplification we can do, so we need to do it. Here we do not simplify this rational number, so we just need to write as it is. Okay, then next is question number 10. So first of all, this question number 10. A piggy bank contains 100 50 paisa coins, 50 rupees 1 coins, and 20 rupees 2 coins, and 10 rupees 5 coins. If it is equally likely that of the coin will fall out when the bank is turned upside down, what is the probability that the coin will be a 50 paisa coin and will not be rupees 5 coin? Okay, first of all we need to write the details. Okay, so number of 50 paisa coins is equal to 100, right? 100 coins we have. The number of 1 rupee coins, it is 50, already given in the equation, right? And number of 2 rupees coins is equal to 20, and number of 10 rupees coins is equal to 5. A piggy bank contains 100 50 paisa coins, so 50 paisa coins is equal to 100. 50 rupees 1 coin, so 50 rupees 1 coins, 20 rupees 2 coins, and 10 rupees 5 coins. Sorry, here one mistake is there. 5 rupees coins is equal to 10. Number of 5 rupees coins is equal to 10. Okay. After that, if it is equally likely that of the coin will fall out when the bank is turned upside down, what is the probability that the coin will be a 50 paisa coin? For 50 paisa coin. And second one is will not be a 5 rupee coin. So here total we need to find this 2 probability. Okay. Now for the first probability, 50 paisa coin, we just give them A here. So probability of event A. How many things we need to think here? 2, right? Favorable outcomes and total outcomes. Now total outcomes, that means total number of coins. Okay, total coins. Total how many coins we have here? So we need to add this number, 100 plus 50, 150 plus 20, 170 plus 10, 180. Okay, so total number of coins is equal to 180. So here our total outcomes, it is 180. Right, so in denominator 180. Total outcomes. Now favorable outcomes, here we need to find the probability for 50 paisa coin. So total, how many 50 paisa coin we have here? It is 100, right? Because we have 100 coins of 50 paisa, right? We have 100 coins of 50 paisa. So that 100 becomes our favorable outcomes, right? It means out of 180 we have 150 paisa coin. Out of 180 we have 150 paisa coin. Right? Now here we can give the simplification. So 0 0 cut. Now 10 upon 18, it is 5 to the, and here 9 to the. So 2 to cut, 5 by 9. This is the probability for 50 paisa coin. Okay. So probability of event A is equal to 5 by 9. After that, second question, not be a 5 rupee coin. Not be a 5 rupee coin. So number of coins other than 5 rupees. Number of coins which are other than 5 rupees. So here total coins we have 180. Now subtract 5 rupees coin, it is 10. So 170. Right? Here we need to find the probability for not be a 5 rupee coin. So total how many coins we have other than 5 rupee? So total coins we have 180. Now subtract the 5 rupee coins. So all the other coins are other than 5 rupees. Right? Otherwise, we can directly add these numbers. That means we do not need to consider this 5 rupees coin. So 100 plus 50, 150 plus 20, then even we can get the same answer, 170. Okay? So total 170 coins we have other than 5 rupees. Now we can find the probability. So probability of event B, that means not be a 5 rupee coin, is equal to, now here favorable outcomes and total number of outcomes. So total number of outcomes, it is 180, right? Because total we have 180 coins. Now favorable outcomes, here we do not want 5 rupees coins. So total how many coins we have which are other than 5? Right, so other than 5 we have 170. So this 170 becomes our favorable outcomes. So in numerator 170. Okay, now we can simplify it. 0 0 cut. So finally 17 divided by 18. So this 17 divided by 18, this is our final answer. Okay, here we need to find the probability of 50 paisa coins. So total 100 coins we have. So in numerator 100, total number of coins it is in denominator. So 100 by 180, 5 by 9. Here we do not want 5 rupees coins. So other than 5 rupees coin we have 170. So 170 divided by total 180. So we get the answer 17 by 18. Okay. Then next is question number 11. First of all, read this question. Gopi buys a fish from a shop for his aquarium. Right? Gopi buys a fish from a shop for his aquarium. The shopkeeper takes out one fish at random from the tank containing 5 male fishes and 8 female fishes. What is the probability that the fish taken out is a male fish? First of all, we need to write the details here. Total 5 male fishes and 8 female fishes. So total how many fish we have? 8 plus 5, 13. Right, so total 13 fishes we have. And we need to find the probability for male fish. Right, what is the probability that the fish taken out is a male fish? We need to find the probability for male fish. Okay. Now here probability of event E that means event for the male fishes. Select a male fish. Now again total how many things we need to think here? Total outcomes and favorable outcomes. Right? Here total outcomes, that means total number of fish, that we have 13. Right? Total number of fish, it becomes our total outcomes 13. Now we need to think about favorable outcomes. Here we need to find the probability for male fish. So total how many male fishes we have? It is 5. So this 5 becomes our favorable outcome. Okay, we need to find the probability for male fish. We have 5 male fish. So this 5 becomes our favorable outcomes. So here probability of event E is equal to 5 by 13. Okay. After that, question number 12. First of all, read the question number 12. A game of chance consists of spinning an arrow which comes to rest pointing at one of the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and these are equally likely outcomes. What is the probability that it will point at? After that, we have 4 internal equations. Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers are there, right? And all the numbers are only one time in the wheel. First of all, we need to find the probability for 8. After that, we need to find probability for odd number. After that, we need to find the probability for a number greater than 2. After that, we need to find the probability for a number greater than 2. After that, we need to find a probability a number less than 9. Now, first question for 8, probability for 8, that means if we spin a wheel, so 8 will come, that we need to find it. What is the probability that if we spin a wheel, then 8 comes on the spin, right? That means arrow rests on the number 8. What is the probability of that? So first of all, we just give event A, so probability of event A. Now here, again we need to think about the two things, total number of outcomes and favorable outcomes. And for the total number of outcomes, total how many numbers we have here? For total outcomes, how many numbers we have here? 8, right? Total 8 numbers we have here. After that, we need to find the probability for 8. So how many times 8 we have here? How many times 8 we have in this number? Only one time, right? So that 1 becomes our favorable outcome, so 1 by 8. Okay? First of all, total number of outcomes, total 8 numbers we have, so in denominator we need to write 8. Now in numerator, favorable outcomes, total how many times 8 we have? Only one time, so that 1 is our favorable outcome. So probability of event A is equal to 1 by 8. Okay? Then, second question for odd number. We need to find the probability for odd number. So here, how many odd numbers we have here? First of all, just check out the odd number. 1, 3, 5, 7, right? These are the odd number. Now we need to find the probability for odd number. So how many total number of outcomes we have here? Total number of outcomes, again it remains same for all these 4 questions. total number of outcomes, that means total numbers. Total 8 numbers are present here, so the total number of outcomes is 8. Now we need to find the favorable outcomes, right? Favorable outcomes. Here we need to find the probability for odd number. So how many odd numbers we have here? We need to find the probability for odd number. So just check out how many odd numbers we have here. So total number of odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7. So total 4 numbers are there, right? How many odd numbers we have here? 4. We do not need to write this number, but just we need to check it. How many? That means number of odd number. So total we have 4 odd numbers, right? 1, 3, 5, 7. So that 4 becomes our favorable outcome. So 4 by 8. Okay, total 4 odd numbers we have here. So favorable outcome 4 divided by total number of numbers 8. So 4 by 8, you can simplify it. 4 2s are, so 1 by 2. So probability of selection of odd number is equal to 1 by 2. After that, question number 3. A number greater than 2. A number greater than 2. So, favorable outcomes. Number greater than 2, that means 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The number greater than 2. So, what are the numbers which are greater than 2? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we need to find the probability of this event, right? Here, first of all, total outcomes. Total outcomes. So, total how many numbers we have here? 8. So, that we need to write in denominator. Total number of outcomes, 8. Okay? After that, favorable outcomes. Now, we need to find the probability for a number greater than 2. So, total how many numbers we have here which are greater than 2? We need to find the probability for a number greater than 2. So just check out all these numbers. Total how many numbers we have here which are greater than 2? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 numbers we have here which are greater than 2. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total 6 number we have here which are greater than 2. Right? So 6 by 2. Now we can simplify this answer. 6 by 8, it means 3 2s are and 4 2s are. It's 2 2 cancel, so 3 by 4. Okay, 6 by 8, 3 2s are, 4 2s are, 2 2 cancel, so 3 by 4. This is our answer of probability. Okay, after that, question number 4. A number less than 9. A number less than 9. So favorable outcomes. Now how many numbers we have here which are less than 9? So all the numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the numbers are less than 9. Right? So we can find the probability for event D. So again, total outcomes. That means total numbers, that we have 8. Now favorable outcomes. Now we need to find the probability for a number less than 9. So total how many numbers we have here which are less than 9? Total how many numbers we have here which are less than 9? So all the numbers, that means 8. So this all these 8 numbers becomes our favorable outcome. So 8 by 8, 1. Right? 8 by 8, 1. In denominator, total number of outcomes, so total number is 8. In numerator, favorable outcomes, that means a number which are less than 9. So all the 8 numbers are less than 9, right? So total 8 numbers we have for the favorable outcomes. So in numerator 8. So our answer is 1. That means this is sure event, certain or sure event, right? Because here we need to find the probability for a number less than 9. Here all the numbers are less than 9. So definitely if spin will rest on any number, that is favorable with this probability, because definitely that number will be less than 9. Right? So it's always true, because on wheel total we have numbers up to 8. So if you spin a wheel, definitely you will get a number less than 9. Right? If you spin a wheel, definitely you will get the number less than 9. That's why it is certain or sure event. That means this result will always true. That's why we get the answer 1. Okay? So students, if you have any doubt up to this question, so you can write down in comment section. I will give you the answer. Thank you.